Hey guys, so here's a video on how to build a gated SR latch. I'll try to make this quick. So the chips you will need, or you can use other types of chips, but this is what I used. A CD 4001 BE, which is a quad NOR gate dual input chip. Here's the diagram for that. You will also need a CD 4073 BE, which is a quad, or I believe a triple 3-input AND gate IC, which is this boy right here. And the other IC you will need is a 555. Those are fairly common. I believe most diagrams for those look the same, but here's the one I'm using, which is a LM555CN. So you're only going to want to use 2 of your NOR gates from this chip. If you're familiar with the SR circuit, which is this one here. Let me see. SR latch circuit. This is just this one without a gate. The reason they call it gate is because you use a clock with these 2 AND gates, but anywho, if you want to know what all these extra components are for, just so you can see your output, the LED with a current limiting resistor, same here, your Q and not Q, these resistors here are for tying your input to ground. You don't want to, it's called a floating ground, so that sets it to 0. It's a fairly large value resistor too, about 10K. So that way when you hit your push buttons, these are normally open. You get a nice one. Doesn't pull too much current, so you get most of your voltage going through here. So out from there, your 2 tied points are going to be connected to a clock. I'm using a 100 microfarad capacitor along with a 1000 ohm resistor and an 18,000 ohm resistor. This plus this plus this will set the frequency of your clock. There's a formula online you can find to help you set a specific frequency that you want. I got this to about 1 second on, 1 second off. So the circuit in action, there's your clock, your set and reset button. So it's low, pressed high, obviously nothing happens. But when you go to press this one while your clock is high, it'll switch. You can, press as much as you want. Nothing will happen until you go ahead and press your other button here to reset it. Only when your clock is high, so you can play with that. So if you do both, oscillate both while the clock is going, you can switch them pretty quickly, but after it's off, you can't really do much. And here's a scope that I connected to it. It's So we'll go, the purple line is channel 2, channel 3 is the blue line, the clock is the yellow. You can see it going up and down, 1 and 0. So when I go to push the button, the blue one, which is channel 3, which is this LED, goes high. And I can press as much as I want, you know, won't change. But once I go to press the set button, while it's high, the purple line comes up, which is a high, which is this LED, which is pressed while the clock was going high. So I can play with that as much as I want, it won't change until I go ahead and click the reset button. So it switches, so I can play with that. So you can physically see it changing on the display. Let me see if we get it quickly. There you go. But yep, hope this was helpful for anybody trying to build this circuit. I'm pretty sure there's other chips out there that already have this all pre-packaged in a single IC, but I think this is good for practicing your circuit building skills and being able to read schematics. I'll probably be uploading other types of videos too, using all these ICs that I got in the future. But for now, this is it. Hope this helped, and good luck.